Sorry about that. A friend was calling me. But it's okay. We're back. Okay, 4 battles. Okay. So guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment below the videos, and share them with your friends on social media. I really appreciate it, guys. And I've got some of the first subscribers on my channel, and right now my main goal for my YouTube channel is to reach 990 subscribers. And anyone who needs help with any gameplay walkthroughs, check out my channel along with my free videos. I really appreciate it, guys. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I've been relaxing while chilling with my friends on social media and watching my favorite shows on the streaming services. I got my snaps and flavors ready for my Wizard101 videos. Today I made shake with salt, and instead of using lettuce, I used spinach. And I made it perfect. What else? Oh, today I recorded episode 6 and 7 of Halo 2 in the Master Chief Collection. Okay, so yeah, that's my day, and I hope you guys have a good day as I did. last one's up here. I think. Okay, that was awesome.
King Monet united Dragonspire by moonlight, when Gavarina's flames inspired the most awe. Dragonspire's power comes from the fire tree at its center. Thus, the center has the strongest defenses. Lion challenged the council in broad daylight. The greatest treachery occurs when the sun shines. The Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King was first formed under the light of the moon to avoid spying eyes. For flames to inspire awe, it is best to attack when this shines. Dragonspire's power and defenses center around this. Betrayal can happen at any time, even when this shines. When you need to avoid spying eyes, try to meet when this shines. The best war is won before the first spell is cast.
Impressive! You've learned our ways better than any outsider ever has. I can rest easy knowing that our wisdom lives on in you. Tell the Stonekeeper you have my recommendation.
Helena hands you a letter of recommendation.
You're finished here. I'm more than satisfied with your efforts. If only my former students had shown such vigor in their studies. You should return to the Stonekeeper. I'm certain he's got more for you.
Yeah, he probably does.
Yet again, you win over one of my colleagues. If Dragonspire Academy had a dozen students like you, this place would not lay in ruins. These statues represent Dragonspire's greatest foes. Like a whetstone to a blade, they sharpen the skills of the warriors of Dragonspire. We honor them with combat. You must first defeat the Grand Champion of Rydal the Indomitable. He conquered the Duchy of Sebastian and forced the Duke into rebellion. Rydal's champion made it possible. You're no match for him yet, though. You need to learn his way of combat, and for that, you need to go speak to Mavra Flamewing.
You come to learn the greatest of arts, the art of war.
Yeah.
You don't look very impressive, but I'm hoping that you've got some hidden reserve of strength. I'm the master of defense here in Dragonspire. I teach the means of protection. A shield is just as much a weapon as the sword. You need to think of defensive magic as another form of attack, aimed at your foe's attack. You can't rely at all on one kind of defense. A cunning enemy will switch attacks to overcome your protection. You must be quick to change tactics based on what is happening in the battle. Think of it as a game of paddleball. Your shield must always be moving to reflect back the attack. I could spend years teaching you about defense, but time is short. If you haven't grasped the basics, you're hopeless. Meet me in my tower, and we'll see what you picked up. Don't get cocky, young wizard. You've learned the art of the attack, but what happens when you cannot land an attack on your opponent? Defense is the key to survival. Defend yourself.
You got it. So Shadows goes to Pumas in a ritual line meditation for whom? Alyssa Smith. Yeah, back to all good friends of mine in real life. I know Pumas in a ritual in my numbers on social media, Wizard101, and in real life. Another Shadows goes to Brianna Hamill, so welcome back. And me. For Ariel Cornell, she has many videos on YouTube, she's been making one on podcast, and she's also very important, especially to me. For Nami, I do support Nami, honestly, it's the first program out there that helps a lot of people with a lot of stuff. For stuff for people who have anxiety and depression. So if you know anyone who needs it, they are all over the country of the United States. For Brianna Hannah's show. She has been wonderful and good friend to me over the years since we met She's kind, sweet, and honest. They have a YouTube channel and a YouTube channel in the description.
I'm impressed. You've got an instinct for saving your own hide. That's a good thing. Surviving a battle is the most important part.
The Master of Defense is a harsh taskmaster, but if you're here now, it means you learned something. Good. You're not finished yet, though. Even the strongest warrior cannot squeeze blood from a stone, but a student to his wives can get knowledge from a statue. This statue is one of our greatest enemies, Gerok Shaleheart. He and his army of Earth Elementals fought our armies to a standstill on the plain of Shattered Shields, and for that we honor him among our own. You must summon and defeat Gerok's greatest champion in combat to show that you're capable of upholding the proud military tradition of Dragonspire. Go to the crystal stand and place this crystal upon it. Concentrate for a moment. The spirit stored within it will then manifest in physical form.
And guys, we just leveled up to level 53.
Excellent. He was among Gerok's greatest warriors. I fought him to a standstill on the battlefield, and now you put him in his place. Though we of Dragonspire are proud, we are not foolish. Though we prefer open and direct fights, we are not ignorant that our enemies will use magical traps to defeat us. So now a part of the course of studies here is to learn the ways of traps. You must learn these lessons well in order to face Dronic, the Shrouded Wizard.
So you've come to learn the methods of strategic warfare. Fighting with the brain and not just your wand. I'm the master of strategy here in Dragonspire, and it's my duty to see that our students are fully versed with the means of using traps effectively in combat. Each spell you cast could be your last, so you should make them as effective as you can. A trap makes your foe take more damage, so why wouldn't you cast one? The ultimate goal of combat is to remove your foe from the field of battle, and the trap is a shortcut to that end. You've used traps before, I'm certain, but this is where you learn to use them well. Brace yourself. This might sting a little. You're a powerful young wizard, I'll grant you that. But let us see how you fare against one who spent his lifetime mastering the use of traps. You surprise me. I figured you'd fold like a piece of origami. Instead, you handled yourself like a warrior born. Take these lessons to heart.
You've made it back, so apparently you've learned something. Now that you've been through strategy boot camp, it's time for your next challenge. You've yet to face our first great foe, the greatest champion of Dronic, the Shrouded Wizard's army. This very champion fought his way all the way to the throne of Dragonspire to claim it for his Lord Dronic. Show me that you will fight for Dragonspire and all it stands for. Use the skills you've been taught and defeat him. Use a crystal to summon Dronic's champion and show him what you're made of. defeated him. I'm at a loss, actually. It took a league of Dragonspire's wizards and warriors to defeat him when he breached the throne room of Dragonspire. I did not think it possible that you could have done so much on your own, but now that I've seen your power, I think you are the one we've been waiting for. I hid the last portal stone in the lowermost vault of the Great Chasm during the Titan Army's assault. The librarian should help you find your way. Once you've recovered it from there, bring it back and I'll activate it for you.
Alright guys, well, I'm gonna have to end it early. So I will see you guys next time for more of Wizard101. Have a good day guys, bye.